What is up guys, this is Jeric for another recipe vlog, and this one is very special kasi ito talaga yung video na nagsimula ng lahat. But before that, let me take you back what happened 5 months ago, kung saan yun talaga yung original plan ko, which is gagawa ng video about sa ramen. So let's start a little flashback. What is up guys, this is Jeric, and for this 3-part vlog, this one is inspired by Alex, the French guy cooking. Pwede nyo i-check out yung channel niya down below. And for this one, I will try to make ramen. And for that, kailangan muna natin i-try i-taste ang isang authentic ramen. And dito kami ngayon sa Mendokoro Ramen. Mendokoro. So, pagpasok namin dun sa loob, you need to order first in order to have a table. 45 minutes to 1 hour daw yung waiting time, pero malalaman pa namin yung actual waiting time pag nakapasok na kami. And right now, our number is, hindi ko talaga hawak ng camera. Right now, our number is 558. I think the last one that was called was 513. And yeah, I ordered shoyu for myself, and then para kay Ira is Tantamen. And the chefs there, hopefully, pwede nilang i-differentiate sa atin kung ano ba yung papasarap sa ramen. Anyways, after this waiting time, we're gonna go inside and taste an authentic ramen. As you guys. Right now, piniprepare nila yung orders namin. And once this arrive. So, ito yung ano to? So, ito yung Tantanmen Ramen. So, yung order ko is shoyu, which is a soy tare. And ito siya, pinaka-meat niya. Nung napansin is sobrang white ng broth niya. As in, sobrang creamy. And yung kanyang chashu is pork belly. Yes, pork belly. And what else? Yeah, I think this one's mushroom. Then yung noodles, sesame seeds, scallions. What else? What else is inside? Ganyan. I think the only thing left for me to do is to taste it. Ito try ko na siya ng buo. On point. And now the chashu, just the meat. Melts in your mouth. I think this one is grilled. It has grill marks. So for sure grinito siya, then dinoil or boiled and grilled. Anyways, kakainin ko na talaga ito guys kasi sobrang sarap. I will see you in the studio after this. Ciao. And we're back 5 months later. Sobrang natagal na ng video na yun. Anyways, kaya ko nasabing special yung vlog na yun kasi yung video na talaga yun ang nag-inspire sa akin para gumawa ng this kind of vlogs, like recipe vlogs, to share you guys my recipes. Yun talaga originally yung gagawin kong first ever recipe, yung ramen, but it took me 5 months to gather all of the ingredients. Hindi pa nga kompleto eh. So for this video, it's gonna consist of 5 parts kasi 5 main components of ramen. First is the tare, which is the main seasoning. Next is the aromatic oils, the broth, the noodles, and finally the toppings. So yung broth talaga yung pinakamatagal doon kasi 10 to 12 hours yung cooking niya. But I'm gonna tell you how you can do it in under 3 hours. Pero yung long method yung gagawin natin. Kaya hindi ko na ito patatagalin pa. Without further ado, let's continue with the recipe. Okay, first of all, let's start with the meat. Parang feeling ko lahat ng recipe ko nag-start sa meat. Anyways, I have here pork belly. And then, ikinat ko lang siya sa dalawa kasi yung una gagawin natin is yung traditional chashu. Ito yung pork na nakikita nyo sa ramen, yung bilog na natutunaw sa bibig na sobrang sarap. Sobrang dali lang ito guys. Kuha lang kayo ng yarn or butcher string kung meron kayo. And then, itali nyo lang yung both ends ng karne and then just roll it up. Ang mahalaga lang dito is mahigpit yung pagkakatali nyo para pumorma talaga or humulma talaga yung shape ng pork belly. Wala namang specific na pagtatali dito, pero ang mahalaga lang is mahigpit yung pagkakatali nyo para pumorma talaga yung meat once na niluto natin siya. Kung mapapansin nyo, dalawang ginawa ko dito kasi hinati ko yung karne. Yung isa lang ang tinali ko, then yung isa papakuluan lang natin siya ng normal para dun sa ating isang klase ng ramen which is the tantanmen. Well, traditionally, ground pork talaga yung sa tantanmen pero ordinary na lang ginamit ko. Next, once the meat is ready and pwede na siyang pakuluan, kumuha lang kayo ng isang pot, fill it with water, and then start with a cold water and then buksan nyo para lumabas yung scum ng karne, yung kulay gray at white part na lumulutang kapag pinapakuluan natin siya. Do your best para tanggalin lahat yon. Once it's clear and it starts boiling, i-add na natin yung mga ingredients which is garlic, ginger, half a cup of soy sauce, 1/4 cup of sake, or for this one, ginamit ko soju kasi wala akong sake. And lastly, mirin. Pakuluan nyo lang siya sa mahinang-mahinang apoy for 1 hour to 1 hour and 30 minutes until it's soft and tender. Kailangan mahina yung apoy or simmering lang siya para hindi siya madurog kasi pag nilaksan yung apoy, baka madurog yung karne and hindi nyo ma-achieve yung melt in your mouth feel. After that, wag nyo tatapon yung sabaw. Actually, pakuluan nyo pa siya for another 15 minutes until kumati siya ng konti and then palamigin nyo na sila. You're gonna marinate this in the solution, yung toyo kanina na pinakuluan for another 15 minutes. Then, nilalagay nyo lang siya sa ref once na malamig na siya and then just let it marinate for 1 day. Kaya natin siya minarinate is para magkaroon siya ng darker color and to stain the meat. And then, kaya naman natin siya nilagay sa ref is para malamig siya kasi sobrang hirap niya gayahatin kapag mainit. It's actually easier to cut when it's cold. So, just like that, you made yourself some pork chashu. So, for this next component, which is the Shoyu Tare, ito yung pinakamagbibigay ng saltiness and pinakang flavoring ng ating ramen. So, for this one, we are gonna make the dashi or yung pinakang base ng ating tare. But, for this recipe, please sundin nyo yung recipe na nasa baba, na nasa description below kasi medyo na-mess up ko yung recipe dito. But, yung procedure niya is almost the same as this. Yung quantity lang ng ingredients yung mali. Kasi mapapansin nyo, sobrang daming bonito flakes na nilagay ko dito. So, please sundin yung recipe down below. And then, also, kung meron kayong makikitang dried sardines or yung Niboshi talaga na nabibili, please yun na gamitin nyo. Nag-substitute ako dito ng dilis na nabibili sa palengke and apparently, it's not the same thing. But, as always, you have to work with what you have. After that, ibabad nyo yung mga ingredients for 30 minutes and then you have to bring it to a boil slowly. So, wag nyo siyang pakukuluin ng malakas na malakas kasi magdadarken yung kulay ng stock nyo. Just like what happened to me. But anyways, all that is sorted out. Just follow the recipe down below and you'll be fine. After 10 minutes, just filter it out and then just let it cool and your dashi is done. Next, gagawin natin is yung pinakang tare itself. We're gonna start off with 1/2 cup of the dashi, the one that we just made. And then 2 cups of soy sauce. Please make sure na gagamitin nyo is yung Japanese soy sauce like Kikkoman or Wadakan soy sauce. And do not cheap out of the soy sauce kasi sobrang mahalaga nun. And then we add green onions, garlic and ginger, and then sake and mirin. Again, the recipe is down below. Just let it simmer for 15 to 20 minutes or until medyo umunti na yung volume niya. And then let it cool, filter out, and your tare is done. Next one is yung tare para dun sa tantanmen. Actually, iba-iba yung recipe na nakikita ko online. And then, nagbase na lang ako dun sa ano ba yung natikman ko dun sa Mendokoro. And I tried experimenting with it. So, I tested it with peanut butter, sesame seeds, the dashi stock na ginawa natin kanina, a little bit of soy sauce, salt, konting tubig. So, blended ko lang siya until maging creamy siya, parang peanut butter. Fortunately, it's way better than I expected, so I'd call this experiment as a success. Don't worry kung yung tare nyo is maalat kasi it's supposed to be salty. Ito yung pinakang seasoning ng mismong ramen nyo. So, it's normal for it to be salty. Next main component of the ramen, which is the aromatic oil. Ito yung nagbibigay ng distinct aroma dun sa ramen. And trust me, pag wala ito, the difference is night and day. So, we're just gonna heat up some oil and then we're gonna slowly add scallions. Huwag nyo siyang bibiglain kasi as you can see, sumasabog siya. After niya mag-settle down, yung mga ulo na tinanggal natin kanina para doon sa dashi, nilagay ko siya sa oil to add additional flavor. And then you're gonna slowly cook this until the scallions and the garlic turns golden brown. It's gonna take around 10 to 15 minutes in a slow heat. Just make sure na golden brown na siya. Next is yung oil para dun sa chili oil, dun sa Tantanmen ramen. Same oil na ginamit natin kanina, finilter out lang natin yung mga scallions and then we're gonna add a lot of chilies. So dito, it's a combination of red chilies, green chilies, and then red pepper flakes. And again, the recipe is just down below. So katulad nung kanina, pakulan natin sa mahinang apoy for around 10 to 15 minutes or until the chilies are all cooked. It's gonna turn yellow or reddish because of the chilies and that's what we are aiming for. And just like that, both of your aromatic oils are ready. Next is yung pinakamatagal na part ng ramen. Ramen, or more specifically, Tonkotsu ramen, should have a white broth. Kaya nga doon sa Mendokoro Ramenba, sobrang white and creamy nung broth na nakita nyo. So, it was a challenge for me kasi hindi ko alam kung paano magiging white yun. And just by watching a lot of videos sa YouTube, searching the internet, I'm gonna show you how to make a tonkotsu broth or the white broth for the ramen. We're gonna start off with the bones. Gumamit ako nung kaldo or yung mga buto-buto na bibili sa palengke. And I also use 1 kilo of pork feet or yung pata ng baboy. And then, you need to wash it a lot of times. Kailangan matanggal nyo yung mga dugo-dugo dun sa baboy. In short, huwag kayong titigil hanggat malabo pa yung tubig. So, once na tingin nyo medyo malinaw na yung tubig and pwede na siya for boiling, pakukulaan nyo na siya ngayon. So, again, start off with some cold water and bring it to a boil para lumabas yung mga maiitim, mga grayish part. Do your best para tanggalin yun kasi yun yung secret para sa white broth. Once na kumukulo na siya and tingin nyo malinis na yung tubig, kailangan natin siyang hugasan. And yes, tama yung pakinig nyo, hugasan natin yung buto-buto. Make sure na tatanggalin nyo lahat ng maiitim, lahat ng gray na pwede nyo tanggalin kasi kailangan matanggal lahat yan. Once na natanggal nyo na lahat ng madudumi, lahat ng gray, lahat ng pwede nyo tanggalin sa karne, fill it up again with another water and you need to boil it for 10 hours. Yes, 10 hours. And hindi lang basta boil, kailangan kumukulong malakas na malakas para mag-emulsify yung fat, meat, and the bones para nagkaroon siya ng white broth. After 7 hours, lalagyan natin siya ng scallions, potatoes, onions, at saka garlic. And for additional flavor, gumamit din ako ng pork neck and then just let it boil for another 3 hours for a total of 10 hours. After 10 hours, your broth will be white. I swear, nagulat din ako sa resulta, naging white siya. And magiging malapot din siya kasi once na evaporate na yung tubig and the emulsification begins, this is how it looks. Wait. So, some of you may be wondering bakit sobrang tagal ng broth and baka may way para gawin yung under 3 hours. Just like I said earlier, I'm gonna tell you how you can do it in 3 hours. So, wala akong video kung paano ko siya ginawa, but basically, this is how you do it. First, kailangan nyo ng pressure cooker para mas mabilis yung mapalambot yung karne at saka yung mga buto-buto. So, sa pressure cooker na yon, ilalagay nyo yung buto. Make sure na malinis. Same process na ginawa natin kanina. Just make sure na malinis yung mga buto at saka yung karne. So, ilalagay nyo sa pressure cooker and then you're gonna cook it for 2 hours in a medium to high heat para kumulo ng malakas. Next, after 2 hours, tatanggalin nyo yung takip then saka nyo ilalagay yung mga gulay. I mean yung mga aromatics, the scallions, the garlic, the ginger, the potatoes, dun yung ilalagay. After that, you're gonna boil it uncovered for 1 hour para bumaba yung level ng tubig. And then after 1 hour, sasalain nyo na siya and hopefully, you get thick broth. Yung thickness ng broth at saka yung pag-evaporate ng tubig, depende yun kung gaano kadami yung tubig at kung gaano nyo katagal pinakuluan. So, the longer you boil it, the more water will come out. So, if you want to make your broth under 3 hours or kung kaya mo ng 4 hours, which is better, you can use it. You can do it using pressure cooker. So, that's all. Let's continue. So, for the last one, I kinda cheated on this one kasi sobrang hirap gumawa ng fresh noodles kapag wala kang pasta maker or yung pasta machine. So, bumili na lang ako ng store-bought noodles. I mean, don't get me wrong, iba pa rin yung fresh noodles, but this should do the work. If you want to make your fresh noodles, I suggest kung meron kayong pasta machine, I will put a link down in the description below kung ano yung mga videos na pwede nyo panoorin para gumawa ng isang fresh noodles. But for this one, this should be perfect. Lutuin nyo lang according to package instruction and then you're basically done. And now for the assembly. Sobrang straightforward lang nito. And this is how they usually make it in a ramen shop. We're gonna start off with the tare or the seasoning. Next is the ramen oil. And then you're gonna fill it up with the fresh broth. So, since nilagay nyo na siya, mahalo na doon yung tare and then yung aromatic oil. And then next, lalagay nyo pa lang yung noodles. Traditionally, chopstick talaga yung ginagamit doon pero hindi ko pa siya master. So, yeah. And then lastly is the toppings. So, ilalagay nyo lang doon yung chashu. Again, you can put whatever you want in this. Yung traditional na ramen na gusto nyo, pwede nyo ilagay dito. So, it's all up to you. And then lastly, for that ramen part, the nori. And then you're basically done. Your ramen is ready. Again, thank you guys for watching. That is it for the video. Akala ko abutin talaga ito ng 3 videos but buti na lang hindi. Anyway guys, if you're not yet subscribed, please hit that red button down below and then the notification bell for notifications. I'll see you in the next vlog.